young people who are going all over the place trying to take over institutions. In terms of the Nana Komia story, I think his account was a bit contradictory. Earlier, I created the impression as if these were violent attacks, but he says that they were nice and
they were nice when they saw him.
Yeah. So, look, there are two things happening. Those who are using brute force and trying to take over the management, that ought to be condemned. There's no room for that. And that is why the president-elect has addressed the nation on this and has asked the commander-in-chief and the security agencies to work. Because really, even though we've won the election, we haven't taken over. We are not in charge of internal security. So those in charge should do their work. But then there's a second group of young people who, as for those people, I say they are complying with the Constitution and ought to be encouraged.
Which group is that?
Those who are protecting state assets from being stolen, from being hoarded. For example, the young guys in Ho who are policing, they've dedicated themselves. Nobody is paying them. Policing thousands of fertilizers. Because they saw an initial move where those fertilizers were being moved to an unknown destination. They saw same with street lights. So they have now become protectors of those state assets, so that people don't go and hoard them and go and sell them.
And they are not doing that with violence.
They are not doing it with violence.
They are not disrupting
They are not
anybody's
disrupting
work.
anything. They are actually working with the police.
Okay.
Do you know that yesterday, friends of mine who went to play golf at the officers' mess said that they have seen young people, some of them wearing NDC t-shirts, who are protecting the last vestige of state capture, the agric mechanization lands. And they said, look, don't allow.
But those lands are gone.
Yes, but there are some.
They've sold them.
But some are left. A few are left. And
no, they've not been developed, but they've been sold.
Yes, but they are protecting, they are stopping.
How?
They are stopping them from taking over.
How?
And that is commendable.
But that's vigilantism.
It is not vigilantism. They are not holding weapons. They are not holding
people
badges.
have bought land legitimately from
Who told you it's legitimate?
No, those who bought. I'm saying those who bought.
Have you seen the documents I put out?
On the agric?
Yes, I put out documents on. It's not legitimate.
So that one we've not discussed yet.
We haven't discussed it yet. Yes,
okay.
I did.
Maybe
an expose. That was my last expose before the elections.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Oh, some of the buyers include Kennedy Osenyako.
Who is that?
And then the former deputy agric minister, who is the MP for.
But that land was for the agric minister.
Yes, and then the deputy agric minister gets to own it, and then you have the National Intelligence Bureau chief, Nana Tubrakweku, who used to be the Dankwa Institute, Gabi's boy,
yes,
who has also grabbed some.
Oh really?
Oh yes, that's what they are doing.
Okay.
So I commend the young men who are. That's the last left. All the lands they've looted. You remember the AU village one? Taking all of it. Land that even if you have $1.5 million, you won't get it. They looted it at 183,000 cedis. And do you know how much they were buying these Elwak lands? 300,000, some 280,000 cedis. Can you believe that? So the few left.
But I didn't find Nana's name.
Nana Komia.
Yes. I'm sure he didn't even hear of this.
He didn't even hear about it. They didn't even call it. Look, Article 41F says the exercise and enjoyment.
Is that a place?
Yes, that's a place. Yes.
Okay.
That's a place.
You know when you're driving, when you're going, from Elwak.
Is it prime land?
Yes.
From Elwak.
Yeah.
From Elwak. When you make the turn under the overhead to Major Mahama. So you are from Elwak.
Yeah.
And you want to go to Major Mahama.
Yeah.
So you go under the tunnel.
Yes.
To go on that street.
The Mahama Road.
Yes. The land to
the left side.
Yes.
But those are airport lands.
Yes.
No.
They were for agric extension services.
Agric mechanization. Yeah.
Yes.
They are not for the Ministry of Defense.
No. That part. They share a wall with the Defense Ministry.
And you see, let me show you the letter that triggered this whole thing. From the Lands Ministry, dated to 25th April 2022, addressed to the Minister for Agric. Dear Sir, propose comprehensive redevelopment scheme, Gifford Road site for agric mechanization. That's what they always hide under. redevelopment scheme. We refer to our earlier letter reference number AC 17500 dated 29th March 2022, notifying your office of the need to relocate some structures and equipment within the area zoned for redevelopment. Upon a review of the ground situation by the Lands Commission to ensure optimum use and utilization of the remaining land within the area, it has become necessary for a comprehensive redevelopment scheme to be prepared for the area. You are required to remove your remaining structures to be relocated from the subject area. In view of the above, the Commission proposes that in line with the existing arrangement at your site at Nungwa Farms, the structures should be relocated to Amrahia Dairy Farms, and this will also ensure that the various developments within Amrahia will be comprehensive and complementary for the Ministry of Agriculture. The Lands Commission counts on your cooperation in that regard. Should you require any further information on the above, do contact the Executive Secretary of the Lands Commission. And then it ends up owned by politicians for 99 years, including Gabi's henchman, the NIB boss, and other politicians. I have the full list. They're going to do redevelopment. Now the last group left is the Association of Vegetable Exporters. They are refusing to go.
At the same place.
At the same place. They have written a petition to the president-elect. But you know what they've done? They have gone to remove their roofs by force, forcing them out. I mean, what country is this? You say you are going to do redevelopment. What actually it means is that politicians have set eyes on it. We are going to take it for ourselves. They pay 280,000, 300,000 cedis, cheap. And then they grab it. So, with what is going on, when young people say that, look, we want to protect what is left, the little left. Remember Article 41F. Article 41 says that the exercise and enjoyment of rights and freedoms is inseparable from the performance of duties and obligations. And accordingly, it shall be the duty of every citizen, F, to protect and preserve public property and expose and combat misuse and waste of public funds and property. So, there are a second category of patriotic, nationalistic Ghanaians who are protecting public property.
Right.
And they, I salute them. Do you know that under Ghanaian law, these are great mechanization lands. They should have come to Parliament. If you read the LUSPA law, the Land Use and Spatial Planning Act, when you are changing the original purpose, you are rezoning, you need parliamentary approval. Do you know that? That's the law. There is no parliamentary approval. So all those, let's serve notice. All those politicians, MPP, top politicians who have grabbed those Gifford lands, we will ask for the parliamentary approval. We will ask for it. I mean, what kind of country is this?
What up, my people? I go by the name T-Rhyme, aka the stylish rapper, aka Conscious, aka Fire, aka what I say, BBB. You watching Davcado TV. Keep it live. Don't go nowhere.